Okay, we're gonna try this. Let me pause my music so you can hear me. So I'm gonna show you how to set up a meeting um, and or multiple meetings if you want. And then I'm also going to show you how to go into your settings and like adjust some settings so kids can't do funny things. So, okay. Sharing my screen. So we'll go to the Zoom website, which is just zoom.us. And sign into your account. I have my stuff already saved, so I just have to sign in. It should come to your profile. If you don't have any upcoming meetings, this is not what you'll see. You'll see something that's like blank. You'll hit schedule a meeting. And then you can name it whatever you want. Put in a description if you want. And then this is where you talk about where. So when and where, sorry. So when I did it, I went in and just did the 6th because I'm going to start on Monday. And then I did recurring meeting because I want to do it every day. If you just want to do it once a week, you can do it once a week. You can go in here where it says recurrence and say weekly. So if you want it to be every Monday, every Tuesday, every Wednesday, whatever. And then you say how long you want it. I did mine for 45 minutes. So I did that. So I did change the time. Mine's going to be at noon every day because my office hours are from 10 to noon. And then I'm going to do a Zoom meeting with my kids right after that. Repeat every day. If you want it to be every other day, if you want it to be every 3 days, blah, blah, blah. And then there's a space for end date. So you can do after 7 occurrences. So like if you're doing it once a week and you only want to do it for 6 weeks, you could do after 6 occurrences. Or you could just say, since I'm doing it every day, I'm going to do it until May 13th because we're going to do these meetings every day until the end of the year. I did do a meeting password just because I've heard some sketchy things about people logging into Zoom meetings that aren't really their thing to log into. And so I went ahead and just made like Woodrow's address, and then I did 2020 because that seemed easy enough to me. And then you can choose whether or not you want your video to come on when you first get on, and same thing with participants. So like if the kids get on and you don't really want their videos to be on at first, you can just hit off. I just clicked both of mine on because it doesn't really matter to me. Do not click enable join before host unless you want your kids to be chilling potentially 10 to 15 minutes before you get there and have no limits to what they can or can't do. I went ahead and did mute participants upon entry because otherwise, like as soon as they all get on, it's like, blah, 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 and they all start talking and it's like really loud and crazy. I did enable a waiting room just so that they, like if they get on early, they'll be in the waiting room until I like let them in. That prevents them from being able to like video chat together without me. Since this isn't really like a formal thing, I guess it doesn't really matter, but I do know that here in a week or so, Zoom is going to auto click that for you. So you will automatically have a waiting room for your kids. And then breakout rooms aren't super important for this just because we're not doing instruction with them. And then obviously we're not going to record the meeting. So that's pretty much the gist of that. Then you hit save. And that's pretty much the gist of it. So then it will say, you can add them to your personal calendars if you want. But the way to share this with parents is through this where it says copy invitation. And here's the URL that you could like send them on Infinite Campus or email or however you're sending it to them. That's probably the easiest way to send them the information. Otherwise, you can copy the invitation and it will say all of your dates that you're meeting and the times. It will also give the Zoom meeting link and the meeting ID number and the password. So if you'll notice on all of the dates, it's saying like basically Monday through Sunday. And the way to go back in and change that, hit edit this meeting. And then if you go in, just kidding. I'm gonna go back. See, I just click on random things and hope that I get to where I need to go. So meetings, let's see. Say you accidentally schedule them on Saturdays and Sundays, because unfortunately it doesn't give you the option to do Monday through Friday. You can go in through here and you can delete them. So like I can delete the meeting on Saturday, because obviously I'm not going to meet with them on Saturday. I can delete the one on Sunday. It's not the most efficient way to do it, but yeah, so there's that. And then the other thing that I was going to show you is if you go into settings over here on the left, there's all of these different settings for how you want your meetings to go. So like in meetings, you're allowing them to chat, yes or no. And then also there's this piece about private chat. So I'm not letting them privately chat with each other just because I feel like that's a really scary territory. There's also some things about screen sharing and whether or not they can share their screen, whether or not they can annotate the screen or the whiteboard. Again, we're not really doing a lot with instruction on this, and so I'm not super picky about that sort of thing, but there's all of these different settings that you can change, and you can either turn them on or off. So there's that. Hopefully that was helpful. I am going to go in, delete my test one, because I don't need that meeting. But so I went ahead and deleted anything that was Sunday, Saturday, Sunday. So I only have Monday through Friday, and I'm doing them every day. It could be that in a week or so I realize that they only do it once or twice a week where it's really worth doing, but that is that. I have the desktop icon on my computer since I have a Mac for Zoom, and so like I have this, but I do know that you can access it obviously on the internet, like on your browser. So hope that was helpful. If you have other questions, let me know. But that is how you schedule a Zoom meeting, or multiple Zoom meetings for that matter. So